भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Narayanam Namaskritya
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
Tato Jayamudhire
ततो जयमुदीरये।
Ashtaprayashu Badreshu
नक्षत्रायेष भद्रेषु
Yam Bhagavata Sevaya
नित्यं भागवत सेवया।
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके
Bhaktiramavati Naishtiki.
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Samprasanne Bhagavati
संप्रसन्ने भगवती
Purushaha Prakrite Gunai
पुरुषः प्राकृतैर्गुणैः
Vimukto Jiva Nirmukto Brahma Nirvana Richati Samprasanne Bhagavati
प्रसन्ने भगवती
Purushaha Prakrite Gunai
पुरुष प्राकृते
प्राकृते
गुणे
Mukto Jiva Nirmukto
विमुक्तो
मुक्तो
जीवन्मुक्तो
जीवनिर्मुक्तो
Brahma Nirvana Richati.
ब्रह्म निर्वाणमिच्छति।
ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमिच्छति। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। साउंड
हरे
कम।
कृष्ण।
Samprasanne, upon satisfaction, Bhagavati, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purushaha, a person. Prakriti, from the material. Godai, modes of nature. Vimuktaha, being liberated. Jivanurumuktaha, free from the subtle body also. Brahma, unlimited. Nirvanam, spiritual bliss. Richati, achieves. One who actually satisfies the Supreme Personality Godhead during one's lifetime become liberated from the gross and subtle material condition. Thus, being freed from all material modes of nature, he achieves unlimited spiritual bliss. One who actually satisfies the Supreme Personality of Godhead during one lifetime become liberated from the gross and subtle material conditions. Thus, being free from all material modes of nature, he achieves unlimited spiritual bliss. Yes, Mataji, start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. In the previous verse, it has been explained that one should treat all living entities with tolerance, mercy, friendship, and equality. By such behavior, one satisfies the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and upon his satisfaction, the devotee immediately becomes free from all material conditions. The Lord also confirms this in Bhagavad Gita. Anyone who sincerely and seriously engages in my service immediately becomes situated in the transcendental stage wherein he can enjoy unlimited spiritual bliss. Everyone in this material world is struggling hard in order to achieve blissful life. Unfortunately, people do not know how to achieve it. Atheists do not believe in God and certainly they do not please Him. Here it is clearly stated that upon pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one immediately attains the spiritual platform and enjoys unlimited blissful life. To become free from material existence means to become free from the influence of material nature. The word samprasanne, which is used in this verse, means being satisfied. A person should act in such a way that the Lord is satisfied by the activity. It is not that he himself is to be satisfied. Of course, when the Lord is satisfied, the devotee automatically becomes satisfied. This is a secret of the process of Bhakti Yoga. Outside of Bhakti Yoga, everyone is trying to satisfy himself. No one is trying to satisfy the Lord. Karmis grossly try to satisfy their senses, but even those who are elevated to the platform of knowledge also try to satisfy themselves in a subtle form. Karmis try to satisfy themselves by sense gratification, and Jnanis try to satisfy themselves by subtle activities or mental speculation and thinking themselves to be God. Yogis also satisfy themselves by thinking that they can achieve different mystic perfections, but only devotees try to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The devotee's process of self-realization is completely different from the processes of karmis, jnanis, and yogis. Everyone else is trying to satisfy himself, whereas the devotee tries only to satisfy the Lord. The devotional process is completely different from the others. By working to please the Lord by engaging his senses in the Lord's loving service, the devotee is immediately situated on the transcendental platform and he enjoys unlimited blissful life. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Samprasanne Bhagavati Purusha Prakrite Gunai Mukto Jiva Nirmukto Brahma Nirvanam Richati. One who actually satisfies the Supreme Personality Godhead during one's lifetime become liberated from the gross and subtle material conditions. Nothing free from mental modes of nature, he achieves unlimited spiritual bliss. Hare Krishna. So I made the title your intention. A small child, whatever he gives, puts in his own mouth. So at that moment, his level of understanding is not developed. And that is how we are whole life. Our happiness is somehow the whole world doesn't know the mysterious process of Bhakti Yoga. And vainly people are searching after happiness. Karmis, Prabhupada says, are like animals because their only conception is the body. So the whole life they work to satisfy the body grossly. They have no better understanding. And then Jnani is slightly better because they are on the mental plane now. We are more or less we are all living actually in the mental. We live in our mind. We become conscious of the body when somebody looks at you. Correct? Otherwise, we live in the mind only. We are all locked within our mind, can't get out. And our happiness and all, because now it depends on the peace of mind. Yogis, they're also, we're not talking about bhakti yogis, but most of the people who do yoga, their intention is to get some siddhi, some power. They can hypnotize people, they can, those powers, do some big mystic thing. And then what remains is only one now, which is bhakti yogi. Actually, the world does not know about bhakti yogis. Just like Srila Prabhupada says, people in the world even do not know what is Sattva-guna. Nobody knows what is Sattva-guna. People know about Tamoguna, people are sleeping all the time. People know about Rajaguna, where people are working for some personal interest. The world doesn't know also Sattva-guna exists. Prabhupada says previously success used to mean to achieve Sattva-guna. And therefore when a king used to see a Brahmana, and because he shows, he's not just born in a Brahmana family. Nothing artificial can last. Like King Parikshit when he is cursed by the small boy, that's not a symbol of Sattva-guna, that's Rajaguna, isn't it? The kind of statement the small boy is making. So, the king is said to be like a dog outside the house of a Brahmana. Now, you cannot keep this thing. Definitely, it will be. If the father and the whole family is Sattva-guna, definitely people who are like Rasik and Tamsik will stand a distance. True? I remember when Guru Maharaj used to come to the temple or any sannyasis come, most of us were not even entering. We think, can we even enter his room? Because naturally that will come. Because we see their behavior, we see their life, we feel even ashamed to come in front of them. It's natural. But to demand like that, no. The kings should be like a dog outside the house of a Brahmana. How does the dog enter the house? Previously dogs don't enter. Today they keep them, sleep with them. And then next he says, I curse him now to death. This is Rajaguna and Tamoguna. If the behavior like this Brahmana makes, don't expect anything artificial will last. Just because you are born a Brahmana, just because you are old in age, people are going to obey you. They will not do that. Nothing artificial will last for long. Therefore we saw today, people hear the name Brahmana, they hate it in some parts of India because when they hear what all was going on in the name of the birth, even Shudra people will not be allowed to touch the tap that they are using. And people will close the house. They'll say, I am passing on this road, he'll announce. And people will close all the doors, windows. Uska chehra bhi nahi dekhna, chhaya bhi nahi chhune ka. Oh, such a horrible person. And people will feel very, very ashamed to even see such a person. Uska chhaya bhi nahi padna chahiye. Just imagine how, and when we hear such kind of practices, when a youth, they hate to hear that. And because it has permeated now to the society, this knowledge, when it's partly true also, true, when the youth hear that ISKCON we are making Brahmana, they don't want to hear. In fact, the history books are full of it. This person got Hinduism free from caste system, correct? And it is not presented to society properly, and the books have to be corrected, that it is not what the Vedas recommended. It is not the Vedic Sanskriti recommended. It is not what was practiced in the India in the Vedic glorious time. At the deviation of the Varnashrama to a caste system. People do not know that. So then here. So therefore, what it means, we're coming, is that the intention is important. Now the Brahmana, if he is maintaining Sattva Guna, automatically, but you saw, he was not maintaining Sattva Guna, isn't it? Brahmana means Brahma Janati iti Brahmanaha. He knows Brahman, his mind is fixed on Brahman. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma. He should be so peaceful and joyful. This purity of a Brahmana, this peace of a Brahmana, this natural joy of a Brahmana attracted the whole society. Forget the Shastra, forget the rules and regulations. Naturally the society, when they used to see it, even a king used to see a Brahmana entering his palace, he would just get up and down. And what is the Brahmana? Was a symbol of perfect knowledge. Or the Brahmana was a symbol of total rejection of all material opulence. And his whole life is dedicated to the welfare of society without a salary. Immediately people will get respect. And actually today, when you dress like this and go out and meet people, people have that image of a Brahman. They put on us. And if you either do that, they get up, they sometimes clean their seat, because the remnants of the Vedic culture are there. And if you go to their house, they feel very privileged, isn't it? They feed you so much, something they cook, they feed you. Why are they? Then they say, please pray for somebody, isn't it? What are they having in their image? Still the remnant of the culture. You are a pure saint. So, but what is purity of a Brahmana is actually he's not thinking about his own welfare. He's not thinking about his family's welfare. He's thinking about the welfare of the whole world. And he dedicates his life on that. He's respected like anything. A Brahmana or a sannyasi in the Vedic time, a Vaishnava, gets his respect. So the intention is changed now. So we need, just like now the life of a devotee, before I forget that, when you get up in the morning, what you want to do actually? It takes a lot of purification to come to the getting up in the morning. Krishna, I want to please you today. Sometimes some devotees even chant mantras. Before you put your leg on the ground, we chant mantras. You're not taking forgiveness for touching. You're touching on Bhudevi, your leg. There are mantras. People practice. You may be a Brahmana practicing all this. Shat karma nipuna vipara mantra tantra visharadaha. Oh, perfect. But is your intention to please the Lord? We come for Mangalarti, we are glorifying the Lord. Actually, Mangalarti is interestingly glorification of Guru Parampara. Prabhupada chose it. Because you have to reach Krishna through the Vaishnavas. That's we can understand. And then what is happening? Is your intention to please? Are you dedicating this day for the pleasure of the Lord? We many times tell our students to come for Mangalarti. Everything will be Mangal. They think all their material happiness will come if they come for Mangalarti. Therefore, we say, moment after Mangalarti, in the beginning, we push them to come for Mangalarti. Mangal means auspicious. Everything will be auspicious. Moment Mangalarti, they don't wait for Tulsi Puja also. They have disappeared. Oh yeah, my full day is Mangal now. My business will be good. My all relations will be good. My wealth will be good. Everything will be good. Correct? No. So we are actually attending Mangal Arati, the dedicating ourselves in the service of the Guru Parampara. The glorification. If we can understand little, why did Prabhupada choose? He could have chose any song. He chose why. So all of us are dedicating ourselves for the service of the Guru Parampara and the protection of Narasimha with the blessing of Tulsi and Devi. We are dedicating ourselves for the pleasure of the Guru Parampara and thereby for the pleasure of Krishna. So do we have that intention for the whole day? That is what is important. See, Krishna consciousness is so obvious, like a nose in the front of your face, which you never see. Somehow we forget this ABCD. And if we remind us, we can write, and every second remind ourselves, what is my intention today? Do I want to please Prabhupada? Do I want to please Krishna? And all the sincere effort which will be counted, accumulated, and that will actually decide at the end of your life, where are you going? Correct? That is what Krishna is seeing. What is his intention? And then Krishna will test you. Okay, you want to just please me, huh? Okay, and Krishna is not alone. Krishna is with all the Vaishnavas. So you want to just please us. And suppose now so many people are coming for a job, isn't it? They're getting applications and applications. It's good. And what were they saying? I will come to please you, isn't it? Obvious or not? Nobody takes a job to displease you. So we are also applying a job application. We may be sometimes kidding, we are seeing so many applications now, correct? But aren't we also applying and putting an application in front of Krishna to give us a job? Like Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear Narasimha, when will you call me? So we are also waiting when we will get the call. Every day we are chanting Hare Krishna is as good as we are putting an application to Krishna. But you are waiting. Can you just imagine? Forget the day. Even in the dream we can get a call. The Lord just takes your name. Where are you? You can't even imagine. Don't you think that will be success? Okay, you applied for a job. How was it when you get a call? How you feel, you get a call. We are calling from Tata, we are calling from Infosys, we are calling from Wipro, and they say your name. Is it your name? Yes. Can you come tomorrow? How you feel? Don't you feel overjoyed? I got a job. You announce to the whole house, I got a job. In our time, there was a dream job, and that was forgotten now, even that company. That was a slumburger. In my whole college, all the batch, dream whole year to get that job. And all the people will be, dreaming of that job. In those days, we got a salary something like 4,000 per month. And that was in lakhs. A dream, 100 times more. Like today, some people get in crore salary, something like that. True, by that time I started becoming Krishna conscious. Started, not much. Because when I saw my friends getting that job, I was really envious. So, what was the intention, What is the intention? So, just in the same way, isn't our dream job as we are coming to Krishna consciousness, is that Krishna calls us? Isn't that dream we are waiting for? And therefore, what Krishna is just watching your intention. Do you think Krishna doesn't want you back in the spiritual world? Now here the jobs are limited in the material world. Are limited. But in the spiritual world it is unlimited. The spiritual world it is unlimited. Not that, arey job to gayi. No. Everybody, all of us can get job in the spiritual world. There is no kind of a competition here. Okay, now we are all practicing ISKCON Mangalore, one of us will get job. All whole from the universe, only 4 jobs are vacant in the spiritual world. Krishna looks to be short of servants, so therefore he is coming to canvas. Can he come and join me? No. Krishna is Atma Rama. He is fully satisfied. Yeah? I don't know what to be done. No, take it. I will take it. Atma Rama. Atma Rama. Okay. This is interesting, isn't it? So now what Krishna does, Krishna will play around the dynamics of the life. Just like Krishna was involved in the whole Mahabharata war for Arjuna. What was the involvement? Very personal, very attentive. Krishna was actually moment by moment absorbed in the life of the Mahabharata war for Arjuna. Isn't it true? We think that Krishna is not chariot driver of our life. Actually, he is, and is very attentive. He's watching everything, he's protecting us, and he's taking the chariot. Everything is doing, and he knows. We know in Mahabharata, Krishna knew much more than Arjuna, correct? He knew, and you know what to do. He kept giving knowledge to Arjuna. Don't do like that, do like this, isn't it? So, but Arjuna had to fight the war. Similarly, we have to, we are the, Krishna is listening to your orders. What do you want? Sena yor ubayo madhe ratam sapyame achyuta. Krishna, take my chariot. He took the chariot. So similarly, you have a desire, your intention is, I want to become famous, I should be respected, you know. Janma Aishwarya Shuta Shibi Edamana Madaha Puman. Krishna, we should be come out of the intoxication. Janma, what is this birth? What is so special about us? Aishwarya, I am opulent. What is this nonsense? You know? Can you show your opulence to Krishna? You feel ashamed. You know? You go to Krishna, Krishna, I am so beautiful. We look like Yamudutas in front of the Vishnu Dutas. Sometimes we make a picture of Yamudutas, no? What is that? Our deformed faces. When actually you see Vishnu Dutas, no? We will hide our face. They are stunningly beautiful. Shuta, a learning. What's our learning? And she, our beauty. So actually, we are intoxicated by these four things. Edamana madha puman. Intoxicated. We should introspect that. Because why I am not helplessly, feelingly praying to Krishna? Because I am feeling some satisfaction in these food. I achieved some birth, some honor in society. Anywhere you live for some time, you are honored. True? You are honored. Aishwarya, over a period of time, as you grow, you make some money. Again, you are honored for that. Shruta, learning. Overall, as we grow in Krishna, we learn some shlokas. And Shri, beauty. Even if we become the oldest person in the world, we think we are very beautiful. Really funny. And all these intoxications are actually a big joke. And Krishna is having a laugh. You think he's very beautiful. Radha Govinda will discuss. He thinks he is very rich. What is our wealth? What is our knowledge? What is our beauty? Just compared to the residents of the spiritual world. Nothing. But we are proud of that. And because of that, we develop ahankara. We develop pride. And we cannot offer praise to the Lord freely. We lose. Tvam akinchana gocharaha. Krishna is actually worshipped by somebody who doesn't have anything. Now actually, previous ages, the Brahmanas, really in practice, even sannyasis, will actually have nothing with them, no possession. No possession not only in the mind, even physically he doesn't have a possession. And that will attract respect from the whole society. He is so learned, he is so intelligent, but is keeping himself so poverty. Voluntarily, they'll keep in the poverty situation. Now, our situation is in ISKCON movement, we are, utility. But then that is still a big lecture. Utility should not bring pride. Now, we have some utilities for service to Krishna. And we should try it. They don't make us proud. Okay. So, what Krishna will do is that he will play around whole day. For us, if you are deep and introspective to see, your behavior was this today, just introspect. And then we are able to introspect and see actually that there is an impurity. So therefore, sometimes we get lost with projects, just like in a Mahabharata war, so many people Arjuna is killing. But at that moment, is he feeling he is a doer? So similarly, when we are doing some projects, we get lost into the service, forgetting our intention of the service, forgetting what consciousness I am doing the service. But in that doing that service, am I feeling proud? In doing that service, that doesn't feel that I am taking credit for having done that. And it's not easy. Yesterday I was attending the South Indian meet. All our temple presidents were there. Out of say 50, not even 2-3 are aware. 90% are not even aware of the size of the project. Correct? Nobody is aware. And I have also kept it hidden. Now what happens when this project opens? Can all of us as a team really glorify it? Correct? Everybody will say, my God, what you would have done. Anna, what is this? So beautiful, so humongous. Correct? And at that moment, can you keep? I don't know why Krishna did this, We're just there, it has just happened, a big size temple has come up. Can we keep your consciousness like that? With that, in fact, it's extremely dangerous. When Brahma was given a chance for creation, the first thing he asked Krishna, bless me so I don't become proud. Don't think it is easy not to be proud when you are given a credit. Correct? Whole society gives you the credit. Everybody will say, you did something, including devotees, including sannyasis, will congratulate you. Correct? Can you keep yourself out of the credit? We have seen so many devotees getting even lost. Can't even tell. I've seen with the personal eyes when the big things happen. Blown away. When there was the Vasudev Vipra, when he met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives him a beautiful body. From a leper's body what does he say first to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? That can you keep myself away from pride? He said, now I'll become proud with this beautiful body. So we have to therefore understand that actually our success is that when we do devotional service, but our intention is to please Krishna. And this is tested. And it's not difficult to see. Sometimes we become angry. True? It is not difficult to see an interest. Because if you want to advance the spiritual life, is Krishna pleased with our behavior today? Is Krishna pleased with our words today? Is Krishna pleased with the actions today? Krishna, I dedicate this day to you. We say that in the morning, or we may not say that. Becoming an advance, we should do that. When I do that, we introspectively watch what's happening actually. Krishna is playing with me. There was one devotee, that was Sanatana Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami at that time, I gave you an example, had that weeping, Prabhupada calls it weeping itches. Some kind of boils in the body, because they took bath in the water. So he took bath in water which was contaminated. So all over the body there were some kind of skin infection appeared. And not dry, sometimes you get rashes dry, it is weeping, means water is oozing out. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come to meet Sanatana Goswami in the house of Haridas Thakur and every day embrace him. And he will run away when he is trying to embrace. He is such an exalted, humble devotee. Imagine he is so privileged. Yes, I am getting him. We are not thinking about the Lord. We are thinking about, see, are you watching or not? Are you watching? The Lord is embracing me. We are focused on our own self. But Sanatana Goswami is an exalted Vaishnava. I used to run away. My Lord, please don't touch me now in this condition. No, I am getting purified by touching you. I used to embrace him. And true, that is Manjari, and here is Krishna feeling pleasure, or Radharani, taking pleasure in embracing one of our intimate associates, whichever you take, way you take. Chaitanya is a combination of Radha Krishna. Now, at this moment, he asked Jagadananda, And he says, what, don't you think I should go away? He said, better you go away back to Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Antaryami comes to know that. He lands on the spot. And he becomes, what is this jaga? He's extremely angry. You think from here he gets the audacity to instruct Sanatana Goswami, who is my exalted devotee. Who is he? He's instructing Sanatana. Therefore it shows the 6 Goswamis are so dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what is the jaga? Who's jaga? Satyabhama. He's not ordinary personality. So, what do you think he can instruct? Krishna has a very sweet relationship with Satyabhama. So he says, what do you think of himself? He can instruct Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami is hearing the whole thing. And he says, actually you are giving real blessing to Jaga. Me, you are just by utilizing, giving you poison. So actually a devotee, when he is honored, he knows he has to deal with poison now. When he is advancing, this is poison. How can I take it? How can I take it? And when he sees a correction, he is so blessed. He is being scolded and corrected. This is not easy. This is an ideal. It's not that we are on that ideal, but this is very, very advanced situation. Just imagine a statement like that. You are actually blessing. There was once, there is in Vrindavan, and there is, I think Sanatana Goswami only. Okay, another instance was there. Anyway. Chalo, let us continue with this. So, our whole life is therefore a test for a devotee. For those who are animals, just busy running, satisfying their senses, it's a different thing. Many a time people come, oh, it was a nice class, fine. No, I liked it. That's not the way it is. Is Krishna pleased with this class? We may like so many things. Somebody glorifies us, we are so small, somebody glorifies us, we become very happy. When we say our life is intention, whole life intention to satisfy Krishna, a devotee is, a pure devotee, is like nothing, no event occurred. You heard a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada or Guru Maharaj, when there is a Vyas Puja glorification for a whole day, it's like nothing happened. It's like for their purification they did. They're not pleased by it. They're rather looking for the purification. It's very good. It's so good for it to glorify the spiritual master. And I'm holding that post. But as such, imagine, can you do that? Just hold the glorification and I'm sitting here on the order of my spiritual master. Actually, I'm not qualified, but I have to take the service. Not even one glorification gives a small amount of pride. But the movement and activity gives us some pride. It's all over. It's not easy. Moment we are being honored, we are being worshipped, mentally just move away, not physically, and bring the spiritual master and Vaishnavas and Guru. And he is offering honor, actually belongs to them. Prabhupada writes in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, people are saying, I have done wonderful, but I have no credit in this connection. If there is any credit, it should go to my spiritual master. Prabhupada writes that, and he means that. And people could see transparently that in the life of Srila Prabhupada. They just became mad. What kind of person is this? So great. Isn't that the great? So don't we want to become great? Sometimes what happens, we see somebody small, you want to compete with him being small. Become great. We say being senior means become great. You become great. So our intention should be to become great, not to become small. Become great in the eyes of Krishna. That is our intention. So the whole day is dedicated to chanting Hare Krishna. Now anyway, actually transcendentally, not materially, transcendentally Krishna likes when he calls his name. Therefore, somebody calls her name, we feel very happy. Somebody says Jai Jai, transcendentally Krishna enjoys that, not materially. And we, because part and parcel of Krishna, have the same intention. We also, but ours is contaminated, it is material. Somebody glorifies us, even if it is, mostly it's not true. Mostly it's not true. We develop an ego, just social norms. I remember when I was in my college, I used to whole night spend in the computer center, just like out of excitement. And my friend started saying he's expert in computer. Nothing like that. I didn't know anything. But then that ego develops and you start believing in it, and then people say that you are very happy. Psychology, they call it ego massage. People develop some kind of a funny ego because people's social norms, people start, just like Sanatan Goswami said, Gyan grame vyavare kahe pandita satya kabhimani. In my village, ordinary village talk, people say I'm a learned man, and I also believe that. He submits to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But I'm such a learned man, I don't even know who am I. I don't even know who am I, and I also do not know why I'm suffering. Such a learned man I am. He's offering, and what is grossly, he's put a blade of grass in his mouth and is falling at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the sannyasi. What is Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami? The prime ministers of the king at that time, Nawab Hussain Shah. Home minister, prime minister, you can take, both of them. The king just did not want to live without them. They're so important for him. They're so scholars, very big administrators. Now, if they want to have pride, they have everything to have pride. Correct? They have wealth, they have knowledge, they have beauty, everything is there. But they're recognized. They have position, everything. And they're falling so because Janma Sharya Shuta Shri, even though they have that, they're Sarasat Brahmins actually by birth, even they have everything. Madaha was not there. Therefore, they could very humbly fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submit themselves. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so pleased by them, and they became so dear to him. Okay? So life will be a test continuously of our intention. We have the famous shloka, Savai Manaha Krishna Padara Vindayo Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane Karor Harer Mandira Marjanadishu Shutim Chakara Achyuta Satkathodaye Mukunda Lingalaya Darshana Disho. Now this much I remember. You remember remaining lines, Mother? This is the beautiful verse. So, copies are there. Note. Savai Manaha, noted. Okay? And try to locate that verse and remember this verse. Yes, anybody online? You are having a copy with you? Show me. Nobody, no? Yeah, even I have to go to search because actually even shops don't have books, copies. 9:4:18. Okay, locate this verse 9:4:18 and try to cram this verse. Savai Manah Krishna Padara Vandeye. Our mind, first thing is about this stupid mind, should be put on the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay, do it. If you can do it. And to do it, just incessantly keep chanting Hare Krishna. That's why you will do it. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnani. The words constantly glorifying Krishna. Karor Harer Mandira Marjanadishu. Whatever big thing you are fellow, you are a big fellow. At least sometime please clean the temple of the Lord. Karor Harer Mandira Marjana. All of you have in your house also a small temple, clean it with your own hand. Don't put an employee there. Employee can clean rest of your house. Temple you should clean yourself. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vendayo Vacham Se Vaikunta Gunanava Karor Harer Mandar Marjishu Shutim Chakara. And just like now you're trying to constantly hear, and when you get time on the day, there are on the same shloka you will see so many devotees giving beautiful class. Hear it. You can also read Prabhupada books. Okay? Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vendeya Vachansi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane Karor Hare Mandir Marjana Shrutim Chakara Achyuta Satkathodeya. Okay? Mukunda Lingale Darshana Dashu. We try to see the beautiful form of the Lord in the temple to satisfy the eyes. So anyway, so in this way, if you continue your life will be perfect. Don't get lost into satisfying the body. That is not the intention of our life. Don't get lost in the satisfaction of the mind. We want peace of mind. No. Our goal is to satisfy Krishna. Correct? Sometimes in an effort to satisfy Krishna, seemingly we take so many even anxieties. Seemingly. Internally, a devotee should be always at peace. Otherwise, you cannot remember Krishna. Okay? So, all the process of Krishna consciousness, finally, the intention is to please the Lord. And if Krishna is not pleased, the life is waste. Okay? So, we should have that clarity. Then imagine the happiness and purity you will feel, and life will become so glorious. Okay, Hare Krishna, so much more we could have discussed, but that's the time now. Hare Krishna. Yes. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Now, so I think only 80 days something are remaining. Please plan out your trip. You know, as a person living near the railway station always misses a train. It's a famous saying. So similarly, many people are thinking, we are only in Bangalore and all, but you will not get tickets. Tickets will be expensive. So I know maximum number of people will come who are nearby, obviously. It's easy, not very time consuming, but still, I wish everybody make a plan. Okay? Hare Krishna. And also for the new, we have Monday, the new batch starting. Today the marathon is going on for registration. Please register your friends, okay? And see there is a good batch. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhave vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnava namo namo anant koti vaishnavati ki jai namacharya shraddha sakhi ki jai. Hare Krishna. You can have good darshan of Radha Govinda. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada